It's 4:30 on WKYT this morning. A frightening discovery at a Lexington high school. Investigators say a student brought a gun to campus. What the principal has told us about the case.
And there was an increased police presence on the Eastern Kentucky University campus yesterday. The university responded to a threatening message.
Snow has really slowed down, still north of the river right now, but it's still going to run right through our neck of the woods. I'll go over the latest forecast and timing on it now, coming up.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
And early good morning to you and welcome to WKYT This Morning. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Winter coming back to the bluegrass this morning.
You can feel it out there, colder already. And we're tracking snow showers that could create some light accumulations in central and eastern Kentucky. As Micah said, that has slowed down just a little bit. Let's check in with him now in our First Alert Weather Center. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, yesterday it kind of looked like it was going to roll through during the morning hours and give us early morning commute troubles, but now it's really slowed down. It hasn't really materialized just yet. And if you look around, you do see some flakes over in eastern Kentucky, but still the bulk of it is to the north of us. I still see it kind of coming together right through here, just south of Indianapolis. That's what's going to happen. Then it's going to roll through our neck of the woods and then fall probably here in the next, I would say 3 to about 5 hours. So we have some time. There's 29 degrees there in Lexington, and we look across the forecast. We actually drop our temperatures as that snow picks up at 22. I'll show you the latest timing coming up.
Micah, thank you very much. At this point, no schools have been delayed or closed in central Kentucky this morning. We're always tracking school closings for you and bring those at the bottom of your screen if they come in.
And you can also find them along with updated weather information on our website, WKYT.com. New
this morning, a man is recovering at UK Hospital after police say 2 men broke into his home and shot him. It happened around 11:30 last night on Hillview Place, that's near Versailles Road. The man told police that 2 men came into his home wearing ski masks and demanding money. That's when police say the man was shot in the leg. He is suffering from non-life-threatening injuries. So far, no arrests have been made.
New this morning, we're tracking a crash in Berea that left hundreds of people without power. Happened around 10 o'clock last night on Big Hill Road in Berea. Police say a driver ran off the road, crashed into an electric pole with a transformer. That, of course, knocked out power to hundreds of homes. At last check, power has been restored. The driver taken to UK Hospital. There's no word on their condition this morning.
This morning, we're also tracking a hit-and-run crash in Lexington that injured a driver. It happened on Tates Creek Road near New Circle just before midnight last night. Police say 2 cars collided and 1 car slid about 300 feet upside down. That driver was treated for minor injuries. The other driver fled the scene. Police have not yet released a description of that driver's vehicle.
New this morning, a man's behind bars after police say a Lexington Chinese restaurant was robbed. 35-year-old Scotty Hobbs was arrested and is charged with first-degree robbery. Police say he robbed the Yummy Asian cuisine just before 9 last night. Police say Hobbs was wearing all dark clothing and implied he had a weapon. They say he threatened the clerks and demanded cash, but he got away empty-handed.
Well, parents we talked to have told us that they were shocked when they heard about it. A Dunbar high school student is facing charges this morning after investigators say he brought a gun and ammunition to school.
Both Fayette County school leaders and Lexington police now investigating this. WKYT's Jordan Valines talked to Dunbar's principal.
We're told it was just before 2:30 on Wednesday afternoon when a student here at Dunbar High School spotted a gun inside of another student's backpack, and shortly after that, police were called.
Law enforcement went to the room and took the student into custody.
The high school student was arrested after police found an unloaded gun and ammunition inside of his backpack. While the student's motive for bringing the gun into school is still unknown, the principal says she's simply relieved that a situation as serious as this one was brought to their attention.
Very glad that the student stepped forward and said something. They don't want anything bad to happen, and they will report if they see something going on.
Less than an hour after the gun was discovered,
I have kids too, and I would want to know.
An email was sent out to parents informing them of exactly what happened.
I want all of our parents to know that we are on top of it and we're handling it as quickly, aggressively as possible.
As the investigation into this incident continues, the principal says school will resume as usual on Thursday. The principal said that the student will face serious administrative consequences, but she could not elaborate on exactly what those consequences will be. In Lexington, Jordan Valines, WKYT.
Well, the student's been charged with unlawful possession of a weapon on school property.
A threatening message kept most Eastern Kentucky University students and staff members home. Police say that message, found on campus last week, threatened gun violence on Wednesday. But in the end, it ended up being a quiet day at EKU with lots of extra security on hand. As our Garrett Weimer tells us this morning, people attending two big events on campus certainly noticed the police presence.
As folks flock to the EKU Center for the Arts to see Alton Brown live, and likewise across the street at Alumni Coliseum, it's hard not to notice the police presence in the area.
5 cop cars in front of King Johnson, like there's a lot going on.
A lot of people I talked to say they weren't necessarily worried, but the increased visibility of police and security across campus has made them feel more secure.
But it's nice knowing that they're always there walking wherever we go. Like, we weren't afraid to go to the gym today, so we still went to the gym. Like, knowing that they're there, it's nice.
EKU police, state police, officers from Richmond and Berea as well. It's all hands on deck, strengthening security with so many people on campus for two big events.
We were joking about walking around campus, having everyone hold their hands up so we know that there's nothing going on.
Even as the day came to a close, wrapping up 9 days of tension following the discovery of the threat.
I don't know why you would make everybody so scared that they don't even want to go to class.
It's disgusting, to be honest.
Many still are trying to figure out why. In Richmond, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Now, police have not yet identified who wrote the threat in that bathroom stall.
Well, a grand jury's cleared a UK football player of a rape charge. Fayette Commonwealth's attorney Ray Larson tells WKYT the Fayette County grand jury decided not to indict defensive end Lloyd Tubman after hearing 3 days of testimony. Tubman was arrested last fall. He's a freshman who did not play last season. His attorney did not comment after the grand jury's decision.
The time is 4:37 here on WKYT this morning. Police have arrested a Madison County man who they say tortured and abused 2 children. Richmond police have charged 54-year-old Silas Powell with criminal abuse. They say last week he used an electric cattle prod to punish a 7-year-old girl and a 12-year-old boy. Police arrested Powell yesterday afternoon.
A grand jury's indicted a Western Kentucky woman in connection to a triple murder. 41-year-old Ann Plotkin now faces complicity to commit murder and resisting arrest charges out of Trigg County. Police arrested her Wednesday afternoon. Police charged Ryan Champion with murder in the case. The victims were his parents and sister. Police say Champion enlisted Vito Reservato's help in the killings last fall at a Trigg County home. Then police say Champion killed him too.
This morning, we're tracking the investigation into what police are calling a murder-suicide at a Hardin County home. Police say they found the bodies of 35-year-old James Williard and 30-year-old Julie Adams Tuesday night. Police think Williard shot Adams and then turned the gun on himself. Now, at this point, investigators are not sure what led up to the murder-suicide. Family members say Williard and Adams were on again, off again as a couple.
Well, police hope surveillance video will help them track down 2 men who stole money from a Leslie County store. It happened Wednesday afternoon at Mama Sue's Grocery. Police say the 2 men told the clerk they wanted to buy cigarettes. When she went to the back of the store, police say the men opened the cash register and stole more than $2,000 in cash along with some checks. Police say the men drove off in a dark-colored truck.
What investigators say started as a drug complaint ended with a credit card fraud case. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office says deputies found 2 men in a hotel room with more than 100 credit cards with the same name on many of them. Deputies have now charged Omad Saeed and a second man with criminal possession of a forged instrument and marijuana possession. Police say the 2 were making credit cards and sending money to offshore accounts in the Philippines.
Well, this morning, 3 lucky people get to split that massive Powerball jackpot. Tickets in North Carolina, Puerto Rico, and Texas have matched all 6 numbers to split the more than $550 million jackpot. It is the 5th largest lottery prize in U.S. history. Here are those winning numbers: 11, 13, 25, 39, 54, and the Powerball 19. If the winners cash out, they'll get a 1/3 share of more than $380 million before taxes.